Hi everyone, thank you so much for checking out my review on the Asus 24-inch LED monitor. This one also comes in 4 other sizes. It ranges from 21.5 inches all the way up to 27. So first off, why listen to me and why trust me when it comes to monitors? Well, I've had almost every single brand of monitor out there. I do a lot of stock trading and Photoshop, which requires me to have multiple monitors, and good quality monitors are very important to me. So I do a lot of research and I try to find the best monitor for the best price, and I've settled with Asus, and let me tell you why and why I'm so happy with this one. If you guys like this monitor, I put a link in the description below where you can pick one up for the best price over on Amazon. I really like the quality of Asus products. My laptop is Asus, and I also have another Asus monitor at my office that I've been using for over a year, and I've never had any problems with them. Now, you're going to be able to find cheaper monitors, but let me tell you why you might not want to go that route and spend a little bit of extra money on a monitor like this. There are some differences that are important to take note of when shopping for one. If you're strictly just using your monitor for reading ebooks and emails, then you really won't see much of a difference, and you're probably better off going with the cheapest one you can find. But if you plan on watching videos, viewing photos, playing games, doing graphics work, then pay attention. One thing I always look out for is to make sure that my monitors have HDMI. HDMI has a lot of benefits. Most newer computers and laptops will have an HDMI port. HDMI is the standard for high definition. It will support 3D, audio, 48-bit color depth, and Ethernet all in one cable, and it's smaller than your VGA and DVI cables. A lot of the less expensive monitors do not have HDMI. And a lot of times they don't mention that they don't have it. It's kind of hard to tell unless you buy it, take it home, take it out of the box, and by that time it's too late. Now, this monitor does have the DVI and the VGA if you're interested in it. And in case you're wondering what they look like, here's a picture of all 3. Now, unfortunately, this one does not come with an HDMI cord, but I put a link to the one that I recommend in the description below. This is a 1080p, which is pretty standard for the size and the price of the monitor. Some monitors, some cheaper monitors, and some TVs are only 720p, which basically means you'll only get 1280 pixels wide by 720 pixels high. That's just the pixel density. That's going to basically cut down your clarity of text and images. You really want to stick with a full 1080p. I find it easier on my eyes. Now, there is a headphone jack in this monitor. The audio is actually carried through the HDMI cord, which is nice. You're not going to get audio if you use a VGA or a DVI. The 2-millisecond response is pretty impressive. I didn't notice any ghosting or lag, even when playing fast-paced action movies like Iron Man. I love the design of this monitor. As you can see, it's very slim and doesn't take up unnecessary space on your desk. Kind of like my Samsung 24-inch here. You can see the Samsung stand is almost twice as large, but they're both 24-inch monitors. The Samsung also has kind of a fatter frame around the outside of it, which takes up more space as well. I really like how the Asus is just really slim. I love LED monitors. I'm going to go into some of the benefits. They allow for a slimmer and sleeker design. Your images will actually be brighter and more colorful with higher contrast ratios. They are easier on your eyes because they don't flicker like conventional LCD screens. You have less blurring with motion or fast-moving objects and better picture quality. LED monitors don't dim over time like fluorescent ones and have longer lifespans. I have old fluorescent monitors that where around the edges they actually get darker over time. They use 30 to 50% less power than conventional LCD displays, and they don't contain halogen or mercury, so they're better for the environment. Now, Asus advertises a 50 million to 1 contrast ratio, and it seems like a lot of companies are using these ridiculously high numbers to impress consumers on how high their contrast ratio is. I think they've gotten a little bit out of control, but what's really important is that this monitor has very dark blacks and very white whites, even at different angles, and that's what's going to give you a better looking picture and really improve games and movies. With a bad contrast ratio, you're going to see a lot of grays. You're going to see banding in the grays. You're going to see different shades of that gray when they really should be a dark black color. The viewing angle is pretty impressive as well. Text on the screen is very clear and very crisp, very easy to read. The colors maintain their true colors when viewed at greater angles compared to a lot of other monitors I've tested. It does come with Splendid, which will allow you to switch between different scenario settings depending on whether you're playing games, watching a movie, or checking emails. And I do like the flexibility of this being Versa mountable. Basically what that means is you have these 4 mounts in the back. Now that's my review on the Asus LED monitor. Mine is a 24-inch, but they also come in a 21.5, a 23, a 23.5, 24, and a 27-inch. I put links in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Please thumbs up if you like my review and subscribe for future reviews.